Very nice young man, very well spoken, very intelligent, outgoing. I don't have a bad thing to say about him, nor Travis. Travis and Travion are always smiling, just good young men.
I mean, really, he was just like a nice person. Like, he always had a smile on his face, and like he always made everybody else smile. Like, I mean, like, he was a playful person too. Like, he would like get on you and like, you know, talk junk about you and stuff. But like, that's just like him showing like that, you know, he really mess with you and stuff like that. Like, if he don't play with you like that type of way, then he really don't mess with you. You feel me? Like, he was a good and like a nice kid. I swear. Like, he ain't never really had no problems with other people and stuff like that. He just was a good kid. I swear.
3 teenagers are dead and 3 more are in the hospital after a police chase last night in Irmo ends in a crash. Good evening, I'm Alicia Neavis. J.R. Berry has the night off. This makes 8 police pursuits within the past 2 months in our area alone. And this map shows you where each one of them ended. But the details surrounding last night's crash are still coming into our newsroom. Throughout the day, we've had the chance to speak with friends and family of the teenagers who were killed. Here's News 19's Chuck Ringwald.
He was just like a nice person. Like, he always had a smile on his face, and like he always made everybody else smile.
15-year-old Travis Green, 13-year-old Travion Green, and 15-year-old Rashad Davis died Wednesday night. Diasi Corley says he and Travis were brothers.
They said that they were just driving and the police blew out at them and the driver just took off.
According to Irmo police, officers tried to pull over a Pontiac G6 that was speeding going 55 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone at around 9:30. They say the car kept going but lost control here at Piney Grove Road and crashed into a tree. Officers say 6 people were in the car. Davis died at the scene. The other 5 were transported to the hospital where Travis and Travion died. We're told the other 3 are still in the hospital.
My heart really goes out to the family.
La Kenyatta Moore says she's an extended relative of Travis and Travion and was shocked to hear what happened.
Very nice young man, very well spoken, very intelligent, outgoing. I don't have a bad thing to say about him, nor Travis. Travis and Travion are always smiling, just good young men.
I just want everybody to know that my brothers is in a better place, you feel me? And nothing ever can happen to them like this again. And they with God and they with everybody else.
And Chuck joins me now. Chuck, today you had the opportunity to speak with officials.
Well, Highway Patrol is investigating the incident. They said no one inside of the car was wearing a seatbelt, but they've yet to release who was driving that car.
And have police officers said anything more about the vehicle and why these teenagers were running from police in the first place?
Well, I also had the opportunity to speak with Irmo Police Department. They did not tell us why they ran in the first place. They did say that they found a gun inside of that car, and they also said that the car itself was stolen. It was stolen out of the City of Columbia. That's what Irmo Police is telling us. Now, we reached out to the City of Columbia Police Department, and we're waiting for their response.
All right, Chuck, thank you very much. Again, this chase was one of 8 just within the past couple of months in our area. The most recent was on April 2nd, so it wasn't the first this week. On Monday, a chase involving Richland deputies ended in a crash. Investigators say it began around 3:30 in the morning along the 1300 block of Long Creek Road when a deputy tried to stop a car for stolen tags in Columbia. We're told after a short chase, the suspect crashed in the 1300 block of Farming Creek Road and ran from the car. Deputies say they have since discovered that the car was also stolen and they're still searching for that suspect. And on March 29th, 1 person was killed and another injured after a chase ended in a fiery crash. Richland County Sheriff's investigators say a deputy attempted to stop a car for speeding on Decker Boulevard in Columbia. They say the suspect refused to stop and a pursuit began. Officials say the driver lost control of her vehicle and the car overturned several times, struck a light pole and a Waffle House at the intersection of Faro and Park Lane roads before bursting into flames. 51-year-old Antoine Davenport was a passenger in the vehicle and died on impact. Just the day before, a police chase led to a deadly standoff on I-26. The incident started near Swansea. Police say 29-year-old Robert Shaw led deputies on a chase that eventually ended when the suspect's truck crashed on Old Dunbar Road at I-26. After the chase ended, officials say that Shaw put a gun to his head. Officers brought negotiators into the scene and began talking with the suspect using a cell phone. Negotiations failed, and when Shaw made a sudden move, officials say deputies opened fire, killing the suspect. 2 days before that, 3 shoplifting suspects led police on a high-speed chase down I-20. One of those suspects died, the other was hospitalized. The chase ended along I-20, where deputies say the suspect crashed after attempting to drive through a fence. Investigators determined the truck was stolen out of Berkeley County. And Wednesday, March 7th, Richland County deputies say a suspect crashed a car into a house after running from deputies. Officers say a deputy spotted a suspicious vehicle while on patrol and determined the car was stolen. When the deputy put on their blue lights, the suspect took off. His car eventually crashed into the front porch of a home on Wilkes Road and Solomon Street. No one was inside the house at the time. 2 days before that, in Lexington and Chapin police arrested 2 bank robbery suspects after a chase and crash on I-26. The suspects are accused of robbing the Wells Fargo in Chapin. One of the suspects was arrested after crashing near Harbison Boulevard. In early February, a police chase in Kershaw County ended with what deputies are calling a Dukes of Hazzard style jump into a creek. Police say the suspect was going 72 miles per hour on Highway 601 when deputies tried to stop him. They say the driver launched into the air and landed in that creek and then ran off.